NFL draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trey Hendrickson, defensive end, Florida Atlantic.
Saints fans are still enjoying the experience, and they hope that Trey Hendrickson will enjoy the experience of playing for them.
Hand usage, you think about the way he beats double teams, power to speed. You think about Joey Bosa. I hate to say it, Doc, you love Bosa. I saw a little bit in Trey Hendrickson. He is all over the place. He's quick out of the blocks, gets after the quarterback. The only issue is he has short arms. How that will translate to the NFL, we'll see. But this guy was a big-time player for Florida Atlantic, knows how to get after the quarterback, did it at the postseason All-Star game, did it at the Combine. If he had longer arms, Todd, I think he would have been a much higher pick.
Yeah, he's an elite combination of height, weight, and speed. 6'4", 266, ran a 4.65. That's like a running back, the big running back time in the 40-yard dash. A lot of effort, and it plays angry. Like that about him.
If you're going to wait for me to bash a pick with a guy named Trey, you're waiting for a while. By the way, he had 4 block kicks last season, tied for most among FBS players. New Orleans getting a little everything.
With the 104th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select C.J. Beathard, quarterback, Iowa.
So if you're thinking, boy, that name C.J. Beathard sounds familiar, you would be correct. First of all, there he is with Taylor Swift, because his father, Casey Beathard, a renowned country music songwriter who's penned top 10 hits for Kenny Chesney, Eric Church, and Trace Atkins, and Tim McGraw. And his grandfather, Bobby Beathard, is one of the legendary evaluators in the history of the NFL. Mel, what about Bobby's grandson?
Think about a winner. 21 wins as a starting quarterback for Kirk Ferentz and the Iowa Hawkeyes, third most in school history. Orchestrated 6 fourth-quarter game-winning drives in his career. Yeah, he's a game manager. He's 6'2.5", 220 pounds. That's the kind of size you want. He doesn't have the big arm, but he can beat you rolling out and scrambling around and making some plays with his legs. What he lacks right now, you talk about pocket presence and awareness, takes too many sacks for my liking. But when he got some help from the offensive line, he's in that pro offense, he was a winning quarterback. I think he's a career backup type in the NFL. Can play a long time in that role. Your starter gets hurt. Hey, he can get you through a 4 or 5 game stretch without you going 1-4, 1-5, and really having a tough time maintaining an opportunity to get into the playoffs. So I think that's what he is. He's an insurance policy backup quarterback if you got a quality starter, Lewis.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who has the advantage of working from a pro offense with pro personnel groupings. Really benefits when you have a strong run game, play action passing game. He's good on the short and intermediate stuff. He can throw the slants. He can throw the shallow crossers. I think one of the best routes he threw was about the 10 to 12-yard intermediate dig route. But as far as off-schedule plays, getting outside the pocket, making those plays, maybe rolling to his left, those plays that require special arm talent, he doesn't have that. He's probably exactly what you just said. He's probably a 4 to 5 game backup type of guy who you know will be solid if you have to put him in a football game, but he's not the long-term answer in terms of what they're looking for to really take them to the next level.
All right, so the San Francisco 49ers take C.J. Beathard off the board. The Steelers have pick number 105, and their pick is in. Let's listen in.
There it is. There we go. There we go. Now, before I announce the selection, just want to send my condolences once again to the Rooney family. Mr. Rooney, may your soul rest in peace. Now, with the 105th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select James Conner, running back, Pittsburgh.
Wow. Unbelievable. James Conner, who played at Pitt, he tore an MCL in 2015, and that wasn't the worst of it. He had the devastating diagnosis of Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he went through all those treatments. He promised he was going to come back to the field. The good news for James Conner, a scan in February ahead of the Combine revealed that his cancer has remained in remission, and he went back as quickly as he could to get back in those workouts on his team. He burst onto the scene in 2014 with 1,765 yards. He thought the MCL would be the biggest of his problems, but as we said, the test showed a mass in his chest revealing Hodgkin's lymphoma, and in the winter of 2016, he participated in those team workouts during chemotherapy, and he came back and played very well for the Pitt Panthers.
I'm going to read you to the first few lines of my report here. Fights for every yard he can possibly get. Runs with a purpose. Absolutely hates going down.
Look at that run.
Fiery competitor. Holds his teammates accountable, and you see it on tape too. This guy is all business, and he loves the game, passionate about the game, and he is a pounder of a running back. Between the tackles, I think he has very good vision and feel, does a great job of sensing the cutback lane, and you see he's got a little bit more quickness than people want to give him credit for, and then right there you saw the contact balance. He's able to create a lot of yards after contact, Mel. I love watching this player on tape.
Look, this kid is an absolute life inspiration.
Yes.
As far as how he got to Pitt, what he has sacrificed, what he has gone through, his commitment to the game. This past during winter conditioning, when you read his story about what he went through and how he would not give up, how he wanted to be there with his teammates, how this year he said, look, he wasn't even really at full speed. He took reps at defensive end when his team needed it. And this is a guy who still wasn't at full strength. You're going to see the best of him in the pro.
No doubt about it. We're all rooting for James Conner as a receiver. He caught the ball in the backfield. He had 5 catches. They went for 20 or more yards. So North Carolina